The most important mentor I've ever had in my life. I never actually met him. In fact, he died before I even knew who he was. Jim Rohn. For me, Jim Rohn was, well, it's kind of the man I always wanted to be. Now, when I discovered his videos and his motivational talks, I was already in my 20s and he had already passed away, sadly. But one of the key messages that he left me with was this: provide as much value as you can to as many people as possible. And his goal was to provide value to millions, not just to a couple of people. That's one way how I assess my decision making. Am I providing value to as many people as I possibly can? It's occurred to me within the last few months that there is so much fake information being spread around by, well, by who? By Toyota, by oil companies, by internal combustion engine vehicle manufacturers who don't want you to buy EVs, by the media with their different agendas. There's so much of this fake news being spread around, but unfortunately, it's far, far worse than this. Now, I've been watching YouTube videos from different EV personalities and from different brands. I've been reading lots of articles over the last few years, and in the comments section, I often see completely fake comments where they make claims about, oh, the efficiency of these EVs, it occurs because of this or that or that. And then that comment will have hundreds of likes. What that means is hundreds of people have been misled into believing in this comment, which is completely false. Basically, if you say something and it sounds scientific, it must be true, right? And so many people are believing this stuff. I've had many people send me emails. Oh, Sam, did you know that this is the case? They send me these videos, they send me these fake facts. And I'm like, no, mate, that's not true. There is no car that can drive itself forever. There's a car apparently that has unlimited range. Yeah, someone asked me to do a video on the unlimited range car. It doesn't exist. It's not real. So here is a solution for us. Here is a solution to stop all these fake information, these fake facts, and to prevent yourself from being bamboozled, from being tricked. Look at Toyota and their Mirai, their hydrogen cars. People got screwed. They lost insane amounts of money. Guys, I don't want the same thing to happen to you. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. There is a lot of compelling people online in forums, internet forums. I can guarantee you there's people saying Volkswagen, there's no problems with Volkswagen. The Electric Viking is lying. Volkswagen's totally fine. Well, the Volkswagen CFO says they're wrong. So, yeah, that's a fact. The Volkswagen CFO says they're wrong. Nissan, they're fine. Everything's great. I mean, there's articles like that are around right now, being printed right now. Everything's fine at Nissan. No, everything's not fine. Nissan's in big trouble. Anyhow, my point is this: there is a lot of false information. There's a lot of fake reviews on these car websites, because car websites, who's paying them? Think about it. Guys, I don't know who advertises on YouTube. I have no idea. I've got no idea at all. I'm going to guess that some of these brands, I'm going to guess Nissan has probably gone, YouTube advertising, exclude Electric Viking, make sure you don't advertise on his channel. But to be honest, I couldn't care less. I don't know who advertises on this channel. I've got no vested interest here. So I'm just going to give it to you how it is. So if you don't know what to do, or if you're thinking, I'm reading these comments, but I'm not, they sound a bit fishy to me. Hundreds of people like them, but they still sound weird to me. Then send me an email. I may not be able to answer you, but if you ask me a genuine question, like if it's something about cancer, if it's something about which EV you should buy, I'll do my best to answer you. If it's something about, hey, I've seen this information, please don't provide me with information and say, look at these facts from this YouTuber. Look at this video. This guy, look what he said. He hates EVs. It must be true. Look at this. Lithium, it's a disaster. Lithium batteries. Wow, he's discovered the secret of the world. It was hidden underneath the ice, and it says lithium batteries are terrible. That sort of stuff, guys. I'm not interested. I don't have the time for that. Please stop sending me this stuff. I'm getting sent this stuff that is just hoax garbage. Now, you must know, sending me this stuff and claiming this is true is ridiculous. It's a waste of my time. But if you have a genuine question, please. I love helping people at the gym, anywhere. I've always felt good helping people. I always feel like if I can help you, and it's a genuine thing, you're not trying to tell me some crap and say it's true and say I'm wrong because look at this YouTuber, he made some clickbait. If it's a genuine question, I would love to help you. Now, I also want to caution you against this. Just because a comment on YouTube or a comment on a car forum has lots of likes on it does not mean it's true. In fact, it often means it's not true. It's sort of like that group phenomenon. Get a group of guys together, a group of people together. They often act like absolute wankers. They do. There's a group of 50 guys together. What happens? Fights break out. People get drunk. It's like motorcycle gangs, right? I'm sure it started out as a genuine good idea, but in the end, it turned out to be a bunch of dudes who end up pushing each other, become criminals. Yeah. So just because the group think says something is true, just because they say internal combustion engine vehicles are actually quite good for the environment, according to Sky News or whoever it is, it doesn't mean it's correct. Just because something that Trump said sounds like it's, well, Trump said it, it must be fake, doesn't mean it's fake. Some things Trump says are fake, some things he says are true. So this is the tricky part about life, right? Just because someone you don't like said something doesn't mean it's fake. Just because someone you like says something doesn't mean it's true. For example, Elon Musk. I mean, most of the stuff that Elon Musk says is actually true. Now, I know you're going to probably some of you unsubscribe, and those people, I can't help it. You're that emotional, I can't help you. You're gone, you're lost. But a lot of some of the things Elon Musk says also are, a bit extreme and may not be true. But the majority of things he says are accurate. Now, because you may hate him or not like him, doesn't mean that a lot of things he says are not accurate. Doesn't mean he's not intelligent. I'm getting people sending me emails saying, have you not thought to yourself, Elon Musk is actually not that smart? Not that smart at all. Well, actually, mate, no, Elon Musk is actually very smart. Now, yes, he's probably had too many nights of 2 hours sleep and he's starting to, crack at the seams. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So false information is being spread everywhere. False information is being spread by EV fans constantly stuff like, oh, look at this new EV. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Ignore the fact that it's incredibly obese. I mean, imagine if you saw like a person in, say, a contest, a physique contest, and that person was obese, right? Would everyone just go, oh, look at them. They look wonderful. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing people who are overweight. I'm just making the point. You've got to call out true facts. Now, if an EV has pathetic charging speed, don't say it's good. Don't say it's good. Don't give it a good review. Don't say, hey, look at this new EV. Look, it's got a 2% discount. Wow, amazing. I'm going to overlook the fact that the technology in that vehicle is subpar or that the safety technology sucks. It's going to drive me mental. That's what car reviewers often do, right? They know that to some degree, they need the advertising from that manufacturer. So they will overlook things. Here's the key issue. Have an open mind, but also be discerning. That's my suggestion here. Guys, I have been tricked. I have several times. I have many times. But the important thing, I think, is to learn your lesson. Admit to having been given false information. I remember I used to think nuclear was the solution, the global solution. If we all just went nuclear, everything would be great. I used to think at university that communism was a great idea, socialism, when I first started going to university. Guys, I've been wrong on a lot of things. But keep in mind, and as human beings, it can be difficult to accept when we are wrong, to accept the fact that we read a comment online and because it sounded smart, because other people liked it, or because so-and-so said it on so-and-so place, well, it was true. And that's not the case often. What you can do to check this stuff is do a Google search. Generally with a Google search, you can find out, is it really true? Is it really true what this person is claiming? Now, there's also really tough ones. Like I've been reading today some points people are saying on EV videos. One was by Bjorn Nyland. People are saying his comments on efficiency, the most efficient speed to drive a Tesla is 110 kilometers an hour because of the electric motor speed and blah, blah, blah. All just garbage, just nonsense, right? Just stuff. There's like lots of likes on these comments. Guys, if you've got any questions, I'll do my best. Now, I'm not an engineer. I know that. But I'm pretty good at sort of sorting through the bullshit and generally figuring out what is true or what isn't. And if I don't know the answer, I have a thing where I love finding the answer. And I'm not just going to accept if someone says something on a forum. I'll actually find out the real answer behind something. I hope you have a good day. And I hope that at some point I can benefit you, whether that's in my YouTube videos, through my messages or in any way. The key thing here, and what I think drives me to do this, is I actually ultimately want to provide as much value to you as I possibly can. And that's why sometimes I can be too honest, because for me, it's so important that I tell you the truth of what I think is going to help you the most, right? What I think is going to influence you. And I know that's not always what you will agree with. It's sometimes you'll think to yourself, he's saying this, but I don't agree with this. And people say it to me all the time. They're like, hey, I love your channel, watch your channel, don't agree with everything you say. I get that quite a lot. But remember, for me, the most important thing is to provide you with value, even if you think it's not what you actually want to hear.